like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Mike 51.
80 weapon.
Mike, check Mike.
Deuce, squeeze.
On first down, Swift. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the lane.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Here we go. Hey, Lobo.
I got you, boy. Kill.
64. Weak.
Jack. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Swift. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go one more.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. On third down, Swift. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And look at this, they're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Throwing on first down, Daniels. Going to throw right side here, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
That's track. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
61. Max box. Mike. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Let's go. Mike.
2nd and 9 now.
Let's go.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Quick the edge. Come.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
Come on now.
A big run that time by Elliott. 42 yards. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They keep on the ground with Elliott.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
That's it, baby. That's it.
Brought him down. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Seahawks 6, Cowboys nothing.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check nickel.
What? We're going to 53.
Twist.
26.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 180.
Guys, Mike, 49. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
We're going to 54. Wide 8. 26.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He hits White, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Slam, slam. Kill. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Wide 80. Mike's 50.
From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Bang, bang.
Go. Get out there.
Check. Fresno.
Here we go. Going to 54. Wide 8.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, baby.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Kill. 47. Gun.
Over here, I need one over here.
Mike 50. 26.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
He wasn't ready.
Ezekiel Elliott. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this one through the uprights and good.
Is good. Makes the score Cowboys 7, Seahawks 6. Brett Maher kicking off 4th down.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We own them.
Check.
On 1st down, Swift. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it them to 2nd and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, Swift. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
On 3rd down, Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Their 49-yard line.
Come on, set. Put the blend.
2nd and 6. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the edge. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Easy work.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Cowboys' 37-yard line.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
That's it. 54. Mike 54.
From the gun, Daniels. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 35 yards away. Sanders' kick is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Switch.
There we go, kill. What do you think?
This is Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Joker. General, West.
What do you think?
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Got his man on the comebacker. That's Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
Here we go. Wide in.
29. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
There we go, going to 53.
Check. Rotate. Spell.
Watch the shift. Done.
Motion.
What do you think?
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Hey, check Mike.
What do you think?
50. Check Mike 50. Hey, that's
Firing
good.
quickly
That's
here,
good.
and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Nice hit, boy.
Here we go. Wide in. Kill.
Rabbit. Switch.
Under.
Motion. Reset.
Hey, kill.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Hey, let's get in them.
Off.
Hey, no, look, we got Mike 50. Mike 50, huh?
You must be.
What do you think?
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
That's right.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Here we go. Wide in.
50. Mike 50. 65. 65.
Hey, kill. 47, 26.
Now Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Jordan. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
He's tired of me. He's tired of us. 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
SOS. Here we go, 46. Check hot route. Hot. 26.
They'll run on first down. Elliott, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 on the Seahawks 44-yard line.
Here we go. Wide eight.
Mike, 49's the Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today.
26.
And this one's incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 50.
Wild Bill. Mike 50.
Hey, kill.
Watch this.
47.
Mike 50. Zoom.
So don't say nothing.
26.
Prescott from the gun. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
26.
49's the Mike. Watch 49.
26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's got White here. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Prescott now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's go. 30 base.
Mike, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
I got it.
Right there. 54, right there.
Ball shot.
For Mike.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Looking right sideline. That's complete. A gain of 32 that time.
Get ready.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain.
Let's go now.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Alert flare. Alert. Flare. Motion.
They'll try the left side. Swift trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, watch that.
From the gun, Daniels. He may try and run for this. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Gain of 10. First down, Seattle.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On first down, Swift. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Important extra point up and through, and it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got him. Check 13. Check 13.
There we go. Kill.
Here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Tighten up. Pull together.
Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott to throw it.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
50's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Now Prescott. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
83's me. 83's me. Single. 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Prescott to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, here we go. 49's the middle. Going to 53.
Get off the field.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Mike's 49.
And again, it's Prescott. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Seahawks. And it would appear they're on their way to victory now. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
I'm here all day.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Seahawks, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.